On the other side, Steve Smith. On the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. It's Western Conference NBA action. The Memphis Grizzlies here at home. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with a victory. That win brought the season series level at 1-1.
And when you shoot a high percentage from distance, that gives you momentum and really keeps the opponent on the road.
It does. It keeps the crowd out of it. This is how you win on the road.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, Kevin, he said defensively their main priority is going to be preventing points in the paint. He told me we can't let them get comfortable inside. That's what'll hurt us. He wants them playing a very physical brand of D down low. Let's see if they got the message. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And Steve, mental fatigue is an issue that can play a factor when the season is in full swing. Is it more on the coach or on the player to keep the team focused on their goal?
I think the organization. I think your teammates, your coaches, and whoever it is to keep that camaraderie going. But ultimately, it comes down to the player. You have that responsibility. The coach can coach you up, but you got to find a way to get out of those ruts.
You can see where it ultimately would come down to the player.
Yes, totally agree.
Tip-off goes to the Lakers. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at the Lakers. We've got ball. LeBron James is out there with Ingram. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Hart in at the 2 spot.
Willing to do whatever it takes to win. LeBron sacrificed his body on a nightly basis.
Ball kicks to LeBron. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul. And I'm just not sure the league has ever seen a more intimidating slasher than LeBron James. A 6'8" bullet train. He's so strong, so quick. And if he gets a shoulder on you, watch out.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And LeBron always feels like he can get past his man. It's that next level of the D he focuses on.
And if I'm the help, I play him for the pass. I don't want to be in that poster. Maybe the most devastating finisher in league history.
That one is no good.
You know he's a perennial all-NBA first-teamer, but LeBron is also one of the league's top spokesmen.
Conley, the pass to Selden. Memphis moving that ball around. Conley kicks to Gasol. Here's Anderson. And no good. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And, you know, this can happen on the road. You're out defending guys who have just gotten into a comfort zone playing at home.
Well, you have to have an aggressive mindset, and you have to try to disrupt their rhythm.
Lakers on D. Here's the screen. Here's Selden, guarded by McGee. No one near Conley as he lets it go. No good from outside. Well, it was the Memphis Grizzlies in their last game, a loss to the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
And I think they can hold their heads high from that performance, you know, despite the final score being what it was.
Oh, sure, they did a ton of things right, and they can definitely look at those as they move forward to try to avenge that loss.
And so here's Memphis. After the basket by the Lakers, stolen by McGee. It's deflected, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
Poor timing on that play causes the turnover.
The Grizzlies off to a slow start. Still without a basket in the game. And now the fast break. LeBron with the ball. And the dunk by LeBron.
You know, it's amazing to watch up close. LeBron, he's just a next level athlete.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Outside Conley. Pass to Selden. Here's the machine. Covered by LeBron. McGee with the block. And here again, Los Angeles in transition. Up the court they go. Now a chance, guys, to examine the rebounding numbers over the past months for Anderson.
In the last few months, the rebounding has sort of taken a bit of a dive for him, and a lot of factors could be the cause, but it's a trend that coach would probably like to see him reverse.
The Lakers have not yet made a free throw in the game, 0 of 2 so far.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor, something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
The first one falls. And Steve, so many star players get credit for their offensive game. LeBron James is just as much a factor on the other end of the floor at the defensive end.
Yeah, on that end, he's incredibly versatile. He can guard 1 through 5. He said that his chase down block of Iguodala in the 2016 finals was the defining play of his career. Obviously, he takes tremendous pride in his defensive game.
The Grizzlies have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Conley kicks to Gasol. To end the run. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
It's not easy to box out Gasol. He's very good at using his length to track down second chance opportunities.
Pass to Hart. Good work defensively by Gasol.
And that was a heat check right there. First miss of the night, but still shooting 80% as a team.
Conley drilled from 11 feet out.
I like when Mike Conley mixes it up with the mid-range jumper. The defense has to respect his range from there.
Here's Ball. And good that time. Ball's got his first 2 points of the night.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Especially at that kind of height disadvantage. You're looking to score the ball or at least draw the foul.
The pass to the machine. Gasol a screen. Over in the corner, Conley. 6 on the shot clock. Off the screen. Another miss by Conley.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
That's how it's drawn up. That is everything but the finish.
Here's Hart. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. The dish to McGee. He feeds it to LeBron. 3-pointer. Hart, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Anderson outside. Dishes it to Conley. Gasol against McGee. Gasol passes to Conley. Good on the shot. Conley's got his second basket of the night.
Not shy at all of taking it inside. Mike Conley comfortable scoring amongst the tall timber.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And Marc Gasol, one of the best passing big men in the NBA. He averages as many assists as a lot of starting point guards.
You know what? Has a terrific pass at the center spot and shooter. He's a zone buster in that high post. Great vision, and he can see over the top of the defense.
I'm so sick and tired of the Photoshop. Something natural and evermore. Something natural. Take you down right now. This is way too crazy. Hey, you not the next. I'm the dude from Ace. Hey, I don't fabricate. Hey, most of y'all be faking. I stay modest about it. Hey, she never rated. Hey, this that great blue pun that ain't beyond that TED talk. Watch my soul speak. You let the talk. If I in the beat, I'm the realest
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see which teams made the most of their opportunities on the offensive glass this month. In third, the Lakers.
They have been aggressive underneath. I mean, they're playing with a physicality that you don't often see, and it's led to a lot of second chance points. Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
1:19 left in the first quarter. Pass to Brooks. It's up a three. Kuzma pulls it in. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Parsons against Beasley. Brooks setting the pick for Parsons. Pass to Harrison. They set the pick. Fires from deep. No good. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Outside Rondo. 26 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Misses from close range. And Temple kicks to Harrison. Rondo on the double team. Here's Temple. And that one comes up a bit short.
I mean, the mid-range jump shot, a lot of guys have a hard time knocking it down.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Lakers on top. They're up by 10. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Had a chance to hear from James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and collected throughout the ups and downs of the NBA season.
For me, at a younger age, I was never even killed. We would win a playoff game when I was younger. I was excited out of my mind, and then you would lose, and I was the worst person in the world. But I think at this point in my career, I kind of stay even. One game shouldn't affect the next game. You know, you go out and play as hard as you can and live with the results.
Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. He's become such the consummate pro.
He is absolutely as solid and steady as a rock at this point in his career. Nothing rattles him. Nothing throws him off his game.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
I tell you, on fire all period long, and this is how you want to start the game.
They built up a monster lead on the heels of great shooting. Love the attack mindset here.
Taking a look at Los Angeles, we've got Wagner. Contavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then there's Beasley, and it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Guys, the league may have never seen a player with more control on and off the court than LeBron James. He is a superstar, a playmaker, a coach on the floor. Some say he's the GM. He even has a stake in a player agent business. LeBron says it's his dream to one day own an NBA team. Well, he's certainly getting some practice. Kevin?
No question about it, David. He's well on his way. As important a player as we've ever seen in basketball. Here's Harrison following the bucket by the Lakers. Outside, Green. Passes to Harrison. Fires for three. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Harrison's got 6 points in the quarter. Well, the NBA can be a superstitious place at times, Steve, with all the quirks and characters in the league. And when you played, what was the strangest game day ritual that you ever saw?
I think Harold Miner. He touched everything with his nose, his gym shoes, his wristbands, the basketballs at the free throw line, and everybody did. And I think for me, as I got older, it wasn't strange. It was out of necessity. I had to get in some kind of steam room and have all those hot pads wrapped around me just to get loose to play.
I like that story. I don't like Baby Jordan's story, though. Harold Miner, that doesn't work for me. I don't understand that. Temple can't get it to go.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And the pass to Kuzma. It's Beasley on the wing. That one misses. Parsons with some nice D. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his first foul. Shelvin Max checked in for the Grizzlies.
First team foul.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Parsons outside. On the wing, Brooks from outside the arc. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
Rondo dishes to James. Back to Rondo. Lakers working the ball around now. And it's Stevenson missing. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Brooks the pass to Matt. He kicks it to Parsons. To the inside. Here's Green. It's deflected, and he recovers it. Matt, no luck.
I appreciate the attack mindset, but with the defense tracking him down, it was probably better to kick that one out. Whether it's scoring, passing, or just acting as a decoy, his value to this team cannot be understated.
Here's Mack following the basket by LeBron James. To the middle, here's Brooks. Good D by Stevenson. Lakers leading by 5.
And maybe no team in this league more connected with its city than the Grizzlies are with Memphis. A common identity, grit, and grind defining them both.
The Grizzlies have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Pass to Harrison. He dishes it to Brooks. Now here's Matt. He's guarded closer. Just 5 to shoot. Pulls it up. Memphis the rebound. LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the second. Kicks it to Ingram. Back to LeBron. And it's Rondo in the corner. Feeds to LeBron. Fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up. And the Grizzlies began their first 6 seasons, of course, in Vancouver, British Columbia. Now, hard to believe they're in their 17th season here in Memphis.
You know, they found a home on the banks of the Mississippi, a loyal, passionate fan base. It's a small town, but that fosters the family relationship between the players and the community.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Marc Gasol has checked in for Jermichael Green. The machine comes in for Parsons. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Brooks. And it's Mike Conley in for Andrew Harrison. That free throw good from Stevenson. The Grizzlies trail by 10. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
You know, for the most part, their perimeter D is holding up, but they might have to sacrifice some of that to close down the lane.
Here, how about the stats for Marc Gasol? He's averaging 15 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. And for a reserve big man, not a big drop-off when he checks in the game.
Totally. You want your team to at least hold court when the reserves come in. He definitely keeps you solid up front.
McGee with the block. And they'll keep possession. The machine passes to Matt. Good on the triple.
Shelvin Mack does a great job playing within his team's offensive schemes. A guy who has the complete trust of his teammates.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And in the first quarter, he was consistently getting to the line and really causing headaches for the D. Haven't seen that same type of consistency here in the second.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Free throw good, James. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Selden's checked in. He hits both from the stripe.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Conley, the pass to the machine. And the rejection by LeBron.
On the ball, off the ball, LeBron can really protect the rim.
Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Bangs home the trifecta. 6 points for Lance Stevenson.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finally finding the range here in the second.
Conley kicks to Gasol. The feed to Anderson. Back to Gasol. Missile on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Gasol is so skilled at completing these N1 opportunities. You have to really wrap him up if you want to prevent him from draining the shot.
And in today's NBA, how about the value in having a guy at the center who has the versatility and the skill set of a Marc Gasol? With his passing and shooting, he becomes a great zone buster for any team.
One shot. One shot.
And the free throw, no good. And Marc Gasol becoming more aggressive, looking for his own offense.
And I thought at times in the past he was unselfish to a fault. His teammates egged him on, told him you're the best center in the game, go out there and dominate. And now it seems like he's becoming more comfortable in his skin.
Outside Conley. Passes it to the machine. From 11 feet away, again Memphis.
And that's exactly what Conley is out there to do. Love how he sets his teammates up.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. That'll do it for the first half. Lakers lead by 12. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. LeBron, are you getting the ball where you want to get it, and is that helping you score?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance right now, but not so pleased with how I'm trying to help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the flow, as well as keep myself in a good group too. So hopefully I can do a better job of that in the second half.
We'll see how it goes. Thanks, LeBron. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here. Got Shaq, got Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you back to the halftime show on 2K Sports. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 18 points, 2 assists, and 1 block. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what you think?
Well, Kenny should appreciate this. I love the ball movement. They were in sync as a unit, and their assist numbers were impressive. Anytime you get 5 players working together like that instead of one guy doing it alone, it's always going to be a boost. That's the primary reason they're in control of the game.
How about you, Kenny? What you think about Memphis?
They're not getting to the line or putting enough pressure on the defense. They have to be much more aggressive pushing the basketball, going hard to the rack. Because if you want the ref to make a call, put them in the position to make a judgment call. If you're not creating opportunities for contact, you have no chance of picking up points at the line.
And that's all we can do for now. As the second half begins, we get you back to Kevin Harlan.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
Yeah, he's really been catching the defense off guard so far here in this game, racking up a bunch of trips to the line.
Well, he's one of those guys. When he's being aggressive, officials give him the benefit of the doubt.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. The Grizzlies trail by 12, and it seems these players are getting more and more athletic, Steve. So much of that is modern conditioning, core strength, off-season workouts, things that probably didn't happen when you were playing, but just because of science have developed now. What did you do that helped you out the most, and maybe some things you wish you had done?
Well, you look at my body, Kevin. Yes, it didn't help me. I was this skinny rail guy. We had a bench press, and we squatted. But guys right now are having more talking about core strength, yoga, Pilates. I mean, they're doing so much that is totally different. I wish I would have been a guy that spent more time on his body versus my game, because it means a lot to be able to have that core strength. But I didn't think beach muscles, you really needed it to play the game of basketball. Guys right now, it's their entire body, and it's also their entire way they recover from the games of basketball. And I think that's what I wish I'd have worked on better.
That word you just said, recover. The recovery process, I think, is even more scientifically advanced now than it was when you played, correct?
Yes. Kevin, example for me, I just iced my knees. Guys now have hyperbaric chambers that they use, and a lot of guys have them in their homes.
Marc Gasol is out there with the machine. Then there's Anderson. Then it's Conley, and it's Selden in at the shooting guard. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And Stevenson's checked in for Hart. Both free throws good from McGee. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Conley kicks to Gasol. And the rejection by LeBron. And here's the fast break. Paul leading the way. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Knocks down the three ball. Ball's got 5.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Outside Conley and Gasol now top of the key. Shoots over McGee. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. And it's 6 points for Marc Gasol. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. LeBron dishes to McGee. Ball kicks to McGee. The drive by... Oh!
And there's no question that James is one of the best dunkers ever. A forceful finisher who loves showing off his athleticism.
And that last replay courtesy of Under Armour. Another unleashed chaos moment. Now a timeout called by Memphis. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
The man has been relentless scoring inside, attacking the rim every chance he gets. Their defense has been powerless to stop him. We'll see what adjustments they make coming out of this timeout.
Temple is checked in for Selden. And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between three-pointers and two-pointers tonight for Memphis.
liking the effectiveness they've shown here from three-point land. And I say, hey, shoot it more. They've been successful with a high field goal percentage, and we'll see if that continues to be a part of their arsenal.
Anderson outside. There's the screen to the wing right side. Here's the machine. Gets the three-pointer to fall. The machine's got 7.
This is where we're going in the NBA right now. Stretch bigs.
James with it. 20 points for him. There he goes again. That's his 9th straight basket. He's a perfect 9 for 9.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Here's Temple looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
And a lot to like about that play, particularly how it ends.
Yeah, at the rack. That's what you want in transition, a high percentage look.
Now here's Conley. He's given them a healthy dose of offense each and every night with an average of 20 points a game.
Whenever a guy is open, Conley will find him. He has a talent for getting the ball to his guys quickly.
And Mike Conley Jr., you know, you talk about being bred for success. Remember, his dad was a gold medalist in the triple jump. And you can just see that athleticism in his game. Super quick and elusive out on the floor.
That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Temple.
It was clear that the defender wanted no part of that play after he exploded towards the bucket.
Timeout called the Lakers. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Some changes. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for the machine. Brooks comes in for Anderson, and Shelvin Max subbed in for Mike Conley. Lakers leading by 12. Minutes played here in the third quarter. Rejected by Gasol. Now here's Mack. He's covered by Rondo, and Mack kicks to Temple. Now here's Mack. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. And it's Green missing. Rondo passes to Caldwell Pope. Los Angeles with another miss. Memphis has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Green kicks to Mack. Memphis moving it around. On the wing, Green. Pocket 6, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Green's got it back down to within single digits for the Grizzlies. And here's Rondo. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Beasley kicks to Caldwell Pope. Outside for Rondo. The dish to McGee. Beasley for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. And Mack kicks to Green. Back to Mack. No good there. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. At one point, they led by 16. And Ingram with the basket on the assist by Beasley. Ingram's got his second basket.
No stopping Ingram when he's in a rhythm like this, especially when he gets a pass in a spot he loves to pull from.
Now here's Matt. He feeds it to Brooks. Dishes it to Gasol. Stolen by McGee. The drive by Rondo. Caldwell Pope. Another shot. Rondo's shot is off.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Mack with the ball. He's picked up by Rondo. Brooks, left side. Drills the three-pointer. Brooks has got 6.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Los Angeles leading by 8. Now here's Ingram. Guarded closer. Inside. And it's McGee with the jam.
And the passing of Ingram, setting up his teammates and distributing the ball effortless.
Mack dishes to Gasol. Off target with his 3. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play getting started. And here is Los Angeles now. 10-point lead. So for the Lakers right now, Beasley is out there with JaVale McGee. That's Rajon Rondo. Then it's Ingram. And it's Hart in at the shooting guard position. No good from Beasley.
Not a big threat from out there. You see why the defense backed off a little.
Harrison passes to Gasol. Oh, that's blocked. And now the fast break. Rondo with the ball. Here's Beasley. Green with the rebound. Green's got 3 rebounds now in this one. There's Harrison. He's covered by Rondo. Harrison kicks to Gasol. Looking to get back on track here. Pass to Harrison. Brooks right side. Gasol. He can't get that one to fall. Excellent D there from Beasley.
He's being aggressive, trying to turn around the team's fortunes, but he's having a hard time executing.
Well, a few things have become clear with Rondo in the past few seasons. 1, Greg, he needs to be happy with his situation in order to be productive. And 2, he can give you big numbers at times, but he isn't the player he once was on that Celtic team.
Yeah, and Rondo, he's such a hard-headed guy and has his own way of approaching things. If you clash with him, everything goes up in flames with his game. He needs to be on the same page with his coach, and he's running out of coaches who will put up with it.
That free throw missing.
You know, Rondo takes great pleasure at slicing and dicing up the defense. One of the best passers in the game.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. The Machines checked in for Green. Anderson comes in for Brooks. And Mike Conley subbed in for Andrew Harrison. So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
Coming down the stretch here, holding the lead. You like him to be more efficient offensively.
Conley gets the bucket.
Another triple, and that's been the story of this second half.
Coming out of the break, they've relied on their perimeter offense to generate points. Right now, it's working.
Oh, wow.
Watch your head.
That's a beautiful jam.
We've seen it before. LeBron gets into this kind of rhythm, and there's no slowing him down.
The Grizzlies trail by 9. The pass to Selden. Here's the Machine. He kicks to Gasol. McGee with the block.
It's been a frustrating quarter for him shooting the basketball. He just has to make sure he's taking good shots.
Back to Rondo. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. And now an 11-point Laker lead.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Smitty, a lot of guys are great shooters because of how fast their release is, how quickly they get it off. Who has the quickest release, you think, right now in the league?
Klay Thompson, I think, is the quickest right now. Some other guys, J.J. Redick, Kyle Korver, those guys can get their shot off quickly. Jamal Crawford is not per se a three-point shot, but off the dribble to mid-range. Anthony Morrow, those are some of the names I think that get it off the quickest. But Klay, I would say, is number one in my opinion.
When you played, did you try to work on that, getting it off quickly?
I think with my size, I didn't have to, Kevin, so I just wanted the guy to get as close as possible so I can shoot it right in his mug. The wheels have come off a little bit leading up to this timeout. He is taking some low percentage shots, and it's killing the flow of their offense. More motion, more ball movement, that should lead to better looks for him and for the entire team.
Ball's checked in for the Lakers. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Memphis's head coach had some words for the team during the break. He was not happy with their defensive performance. He said they're getting everything they want. We've got to show them we can't let that happen. You have to make a stand. You have to get some stops, and that'll get us going on a run. Guys?
Lakers leading by 11. Here's Kuzma. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting Los Angeles. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And Smitty, I heard somewhere that both Larry Bird and Kevin Durant did a lot of wrist strengthening exercises when they were growing up. How important is wrist strength to basketball players, and especially shooters like yourself?
You know, when you're taught the game of shooting a basketball, Kevin, they say get your legs into it. But there's sometimes you are in situations where the only thing you can do is use your arms and your wrists. And you see guys right now from a flat-out standstill position, deep behind the three-point line, a la Kevin Durant, Steph Curry. They're just shooting it with all arms and wrists. So it's very important to strengthen your wrists and your arms.
And did you do that? Did you do any of that wrist strengthening when you played, and did you adhere to that?
I did not, Kevin. All I did was do some push-ups.
Ball kicks to James. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Kuzma passes to Ingram. On the wing, James. 4 on the shot clock. And again, no good by the Lakers.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Selden, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's LeBron, and James throws it down hard.
Not much anyone can do to stop that. LeBron flexing at the rack.
The Grizzlies trail by 10. Anderson with the screen for Conley. He dishes it to Anderson. Pass to Gasol. Shoots over McGee, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more. And the Lakers call time here.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
The reason why is you like to get value every time down the floor, but that does take a lot of discipline.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. Making a change here. Hart's checked in. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
There's a good screen. James, the pass to Hart. Back to James. And the dunk by LeBron.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Here is Conley. Kicks to Anderson. Gasol against McGee. Gasol inside, and it's good. 2 points.
Marc Gasol scores from so many spots on the floor, utilizing his length and wide frame incredibly well on offense.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Conley dishes to Anderson. Feeds it to Gasol. Shoots over McGee. Gasol can't get that one to fall.
And that can't happen. Missing the wide open chip shot.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Los Angeles.
Their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Yeah, excellent defense around the rim there, Kevin. That they were disciplined and focused.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
And you could tell they were ready for this one today, guys. There was something extra on the line, and they wanted it.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for LeBron.
You know, coming into tonight, hard to say if his intention was to take over the way he did. But as the game evolved, it became clear that he was an alpha dog on the offensive end.
And just putting the finishing touches on this one, they have been on fire.
I mean, a fantastic run. The guys are really clicking, and the scoreboard reflects that.
They set the pick. Selden kicks to Gasol. Shoots over McGee. And another shot. And sticking right with it. Gets the foul with the bucket. And he'll go to the line.
Marc Gasol with the little jump shot inside. Nice.
One shot, gentlemen.
.12 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now James. And so the Lakers take the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, LeBron. Congrats on the win. What did you like best about the way your team played tonight?
Came out with a lot of intensity. Offensively, we moved the ball, and everyone was involved. And defensively, tried to get as many stops as possible, and we was able to do that.
Thanks for your time, LeBron. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.